Let me start. First of all, I am going to mute you all, and after that, unmute in last 10 minutes. Welcome to you all in this online class. My dear student, as you know, today's topic of our discussion is Delhi Sultanate. And under Delhi Sultanate, we are going to know about Khalji dynasty. First of all, you should have to know who was the founder of Delhi Sultanate, who were the important rulers, and what did they do in their regime. What was the impact of their reforms on Indian economy, society? Some reforms were made by Khalji dynasty ruler, which are still very important. I mean, their attitude and way of implementation was so strict that such strictness is needed to have today also in many respects, right? First of all, we have to learn point-wise information, knowledge about this topic. Actually, Khalji dynasty was set up by Jalaluddin Khalji. He was a noble under Balban rule. Since he was very ambitious, I mean, he wanted to get more and more progress in his life. He wants to touch the highest point of the progress in his life. He has dreamed to be the ruler of Delhi Sultanate. So he killed his own uncle, Jalaluddin Khalji, who used to love him too much because he was, Alauddin Khalji was the nephew of Jalaluddin Khalji, who was a great ruler. Great means here very strong ruler. When he was returning by capturing a territory in 1296 CE, on the way, Alauddin Khalji killed him and he declared himself the ruler. So in this slide, you have learned two important things. The founder of Khalji dynasty was Jalaluddin Khalji. Jalaluddin Khalji was the founder of Khalji dynasty. And after that, his nephew became the ruler or Sultan, whose name was Alauddin Khalji, who had killed his uncle Jalaluddin Khalji and assured the throne in 1296 CE. Is it clear? Now, next important thing is what? What was the action? What were the actions taken by Alauddin Khalji to consolidate the power or strengthen his power among the public and his enemies or rivals? As a ruler, he took many political steps to make his power strong and heavier in status among the nobles as well as the people. He has taken some important steps in this regard. First of all, he captured Gujarat, Ranthambore, Chittor, Malwa, Marwar, etc. in North India. Later on, Devgiri, Warangal, Madurai, etc. in South were also conquered, and all these areas were annexed into his own empire. Added. Annex means to make a part, to some new areas in old kingdom, I mean in old things. Annex means to make something a part of anything or something. Next, he had well-equipped army. Well-equipped means all the important weapons and tools were given to his enemy. I'm sorry, his army to defeat his enemy. So his army was well armed, well equipped, right? And he has well trained army. Army was brought under before the recruitment of the people in the army. One was trained rigorously by the trainers. A very strict and tough training was given the person before being a part of army to make his soldiers up to date and original, genuine. He used to take help of two things. One was keeping a record of the soldiers in which personal identities or information of his soldier were registered, were written in the register so that no any other person can do as a substitute or badle mein. Substitute means in lieu of badle mein. And other thing was dag. Dag means mark. Soldier used to keep the horse, and that horse was not the ordinary horse. Horses were of high quality. The army or persons cannot change the high quality horse with the common or general horse. That is why this dag system was there. Okay, and dag means mark that was given on the back of the horse as a sign of a wild horse. So Aladdin used to keep a full records of soldiers, Hulia and Dag. Okay. In this way, these actions were taken. Full records of soldiers. Next was salary in cash was given, and along with the salary, they used to keep, soldiers used to avail many facilities. This type of facilities and salary were given in proper way because they used to, the king or Alauddin wanted to see the devotion of his army so that with full zeal they could fight against their enemy and victory can be adorned, victory can be backed, right? Next was heavy taxes were imposed on nobles. Nobles were the very important post holders under Alauddin Khilji or under Sultanate period. They had the various sources of income. Aladdin did not want to see any noble more, wealthy or wealthier. He did not want to see the accumulation of wealth or concentration of wealth in the hands of nobles. Otherwise, they would be more powerful than their sultan. It is why he imposed taxes on nobles. And other important action was banning of wine. No one could consume and sell wine in his regime. Ban on wine was there. As you know, in your state nowadays also, there is the ban on wine. No one could consume and sell it. In this way, these actions were taken by Alauddin Khalji during his regime. Next important work and marvelous work, unprecedented work taken by Delhi Sultanate Sultan. He was the first Sultan under Delhi Sultanate who did not allow ulemas or Maulanas to interfere in their administration. What used to be happened earlier in the regime of Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Rabia Sultana, and so, they used to give ulema and Maulanas important place to fetch the support, of, to get the support of or popularity of Muslim community, because among them ulemas and Maulanas had very important place because of their religious background. I have once described the meaning or explained the meaning of ulema. As you know, ulemas were the scholars of Islamic learning. They were the scholar. They had the wisdom in the field of religion. That is why his impact was very deep among the Islamic people or Muslims. Now, and they were given the place in the court to get the favor of the rest of the Muslim, because in those days people were very close to religious norms. And the Maulana and ulemas used to help in the formation of the policies in context with the religion. But Alauddin did not accept it, and as an independent ruler, he removed the interference of religious groups like ulemas, Maulana in administration. So these steps were taken by Alauddin Khalji to consolidate, to make his power very strong. Is it clear? So I hope there is no problem in knowing all the facts that made Alauddin Khalji a powerful ruler. Okay? If such type of question comes in examination, I think it is very easy to write these 5 points in meaningful sentence should be written, right? And you will get full marks. Here one term I have used, that is consolidate. He consolidated his power. What do you mean by consolidate or consolidation? It means physically make physically stronger or more solid, or combine a number of things into a single more effective or coherent whole. Making any kingdom very strong, or our power, his power, one's power very strong. Consolidate. Right? If you have any problem, you will check. I will give you options. Now, next term is what? Ulemas. Right? I have already said meaning of ulema. They were the scholar of Islamic learning, right? And they were conservative, orthodox. Orthodox means one who does not believe in change or give the equal place to other religion, right? They used to think that only their religion is greater and better. Okay. Next is Maulana. Actually, Maulana is a Muslim man revered for his religious learning or piety. So, in this way, these are the meaning of such some important words. If you have any problem, you will chat. Okay. Actually, Maula is a Muslim boy name and it is an Arabic originated name with multiple meanings of it. And later on, when such person became learned, they are called Maulana. It means Maulana means a Muslim having the strong Islamic learning. So now next is what? Next, this is the question actually from this site, I mean Alauddin Khalzi topic, from this topic, two types of important questions are generally asked in examination. First, this type of question and it is called inside questions. No exercise question is based on, I mean, no subjective, I mean, long question is based on these slides or these points. Okay, only one question is, long question is related with this topic. I mean, Alauddin Khalzi's achievement, and that is about his market policy or economic reforms, right? About which you are going to study just now. But this is the important fact from which side or this topic, one question, inside question can be set. So you must be ready to prepare question answers from this side. Questions could be, how did Alauddin Khalzi consolidate his power? Or what actions were taken by Alauddin Khalzi to make his power very strong? Now, next other question, important long question comes from this side. That is the economic reforms of Alauddin Khalji, right? You see, actually, this type of question is generally asked, and this type of question is actually asked in the examination for 5 marks, right? So it is very important slide or information, knowledge for you. Not only information I am giving you, I am trying to transform you, especially in your outlook or in your understanding, and you should correlate these things to the present happenings, events, or government's action also. Now, first, in simple way, we have to learn what actions were taken by Alauddin Khalzi to bring reforms in the economic condition or economic field. First, he fixed the maximum retail price, right, of all the goods that were sold in the market so that people cannot be cheated by the sellers. Okay. His first important work was to fix the uh, maximum retail price of goods. Now, next is grain storage and rationing system. He started to build a building where grains were stored so that in predicament situation or in case of shortage of food grains, it could be provided to the people. And there was a rationing system in which the people were given the food materials and other required materials on the minimum rate, on the less rate comparatively to the market rate. Next was severe punishment was given to the cheater sailors, those who used to sell the material in less quantity. If they used to make the goods or commodities in less quantity or amount to the customer, in case of capturing, in case of finding this case, such sailors were punished very severely, and they could not dare to repeat. Next was the of appointment of market controllers to look after all these things in proper way, so that the market can not be disrupted. Sellers and customer relations should be good. Appointment of market controllers were done. Their work was to supervise the market, to see the condition of market, where rules were followed by the people in proper way or not. Next reform made by him was the land revenue system. He brought the change in land tax collection, and it was fixed for 50%. It was fixed up to 50%, I mean 50% of the total produce was given to the ruler by the cultivators. Actually, this rate of tax was very, very high, and people were annoyed. But under the might of Alauddin Khilji, they could not rebel. They could not make any kind of revolt. Now this is the map, and this map is the empire of, this map shows the empire of Alauddin Khilji, right? Only in this area, I mean Jammu Kashmir area, in northeastern side and in southern part, he could not control, but in the rest area, his rule was implemented. So this is second important question of 5 marks. You know, here one point, once I had perhaps discussed, different markets were for different goods. Earlier, what used to happen in a market or in a certain place, in a common place, all kinds of goods were sold. So the buyers used to feel difficulties in a large area where the market was held. That is why he ordered his officers to make the different markets for different goods. Suppose if gold materials or jewelry was to be sold, it was separated. Market for selling jewelry was separated from rest of other materials. Cloth for cloth markets. Grain market, grains to sell the grains, market was different. And in this way, this change was brought. If you correlate this action with nowadays, what do you see? Which type of new concept in marketing has developed nowadays, as it was brought, or this innovative steps was taken by Alauddin Khalji in that period. Today we see the new concept of marketing is what? Malls, different malls are made where maximum kinds of goods are available at a certain place, at certain uh, story or floors. Next, most modern system of marketing, telemarketing, online marketing related. So in this way, these actions were taken, different markets for different. This was a new step taken by Alauddin Khalji. Now, my dear student, you must be ready to write the answer. If the question comes, write about the economic reforms. Describe the economic reforms of Alauddin Khalji. How can you say that Alauddin Khalji was a great economic reformer? Do you think Alauddin Khalji was not a good economic reformer? Yes or no? You have to write all this type of question on that basis of this slide, and you can write. And if you write the answer yes, you have to uh, get this all these points to prove your statement. Now next slide is right about the important facts, right? Important facts of this dynasty. Founder of this dynasty was Jalaluddin Khalji. What was its founding year? 1290. Alauddin Khalji came on the throne or became the Sultan in 1296. All these points are very important from the one mark point, question from the view of one point or one mark question. Hulia means physical description of a person. Dag means a stamp. Ulema means scholars of Islamic learning who are generally orthodox, conservative in their outlook, in their thought, in their thinking. Jizya was a tax paid by non-Muslims to live in an Islamic state. Actually, the tax was paid by the non-Muslims. Mostly Hindus and other Muslims. So this is the important fact. Now next is one slide more. Tughlaq dynasty. After Khalji dynasty, another dynasty started to rule in Sultanate period. That was Tughlaq dynasty. The name of Tughlaq dynasty founder, the name of the founder of this dynasty was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who was earlier known Ghazi Malik. As soon as he became the ruler, he restored peace and order in his state. He suppressed all the revolt, right? And restored peace, restored peace. To improve the condition of peasants, he removed taxes. His son Jonah Khan killed him in conspiracy. In a conspiracy, he made a plan to harm. Conspiracy is a plan made only for to harm someone or to kill someone. Jonah Khan, Jonah Khan took the charge. Jonah Khan took the name of Muhammad Tughlaq. Okay, Jonah Khan took the name of what? Name of Muhammad Tughlaq. Tughlaq became the ruler in 1325 CE, right? Here is the picture of Muhammad bin Tughlaq Okay. So now your time is of open session. So you must be ready to discuss rest of the. Only let me to say about his uh, reforms or change or achievement that he brought or got in his regime. One important question is based on this topic in your exercise. Describe the project of Muhammad Tughlaq and how did it fail. Here, these are the main points. First project, he transferred the capital from Delhi to Devgiri. Devgiri is in Andhra Pradesh. Main purpose behind this transfer of the capital was to save Delhi from the anger of Mongols attackers from our other side and better control on Deccan. Due to this reason, Muhammad Tughlaq transferred the capital Delhi to Devgiri. But it created many hardships. Many people died because the distance between two places was 950. Tanmay, how are you sitting? Tanmay, sit in a proper way. Yes. Hardship of length, no, impose 950. 950 km kilometer was the distance. Having seen this hardship and the frequent attack of the foreigners in Delhi side, he cancelled his order and again said to the people to return to Delhi, and in this way it created havoc and confusion among the people. Next was imposition of land tax in Doab area, right? Doab area where the tax rate was 50%. It was very burdensome. It was imposed when the famine was there. I mean, there was no crops due to the drought in that area or lack of water or flood. I mean, famine is a situation when there is no crops due to the flood or drought. So the peasants enjoyed and they left the cultivation. It created problem and pressurized Muhammad Tughlaq to cancel this order. And he withdrew order and helped to resume cultivation. Resume means start again. His third project was issuing token currency, replacing silver coin in the place of copper coin. He issued token currency, copper currency to replace the silver coin or currency. But fake currency started in his regime, and that is why he stopped the use of token currency. And he withdrew order because of the circulation of fake coins in the market. This system failed and heavy loss also came. Now let me to unmute you all. I am going to stop it. If you have any question,